that time. Everyone, I'm sure, has seen the command announcements and Gunnery Sergeant Harvey's little introductory message in the Archer 3 Platoon chat. Gunnery Sergeant Harvey is taking a brief secondment from Company HQ, from his company guided position, to help us out as Archer 3 Papa. So I expect everyone to give him, the same respect you would anyone else in filling in that role. And with that, Gunnery Sergeant Harvey has prepared a platoon training plan for us tonight that will be covering some motorized urban operations. So, Gunnery Sergeant, if you want to take it away.
Thank you, Lieutenant. First off, hello, gentlemen. It's a pleasure for me to be here. I'm glad to be back at the platoon level. It was the most fun I had during my time in the 15th. I'm really happy to be here. But let's go ahead and get started. Sergeant Frias, front and center, could you go ahead and provide that 5-minute primer on the machine gun squad operating within the rifle platoon?
Let me set my timer up real quick. Knock over the clock. All right. Good evening, gentlemen. Thanks for everyone showing up today. So I've been asked to provide a 5-minute explanation on what we do in 4-1. If you've been here long enough, you know the kind of rundown, but for the new guys here, generally speaking, we're going to be your main supporting asset. Usually when you guys fight with us or around us, you guys will be moving off 90-degree offsets of us so you can hit the target while you guys move in, kick ass, kick down doors, that kind of stuff. But besides that kind of stuff, our main capabilities in 4-1-3 here and 4-1 in general, heavy weapons utilization. We carry around 2 240 Bravos. Doesn't matter if there's only 2 of us in the squad, we'll always carry 2. Just so you guys can always have some direct supporting fire. Now, that being said, just some stuff to make it easier for you guys to learn how to work with us. Generally speaking, walking in front of the 240s is not a good idea, but most of you are already very keen on that already, so that's always great to see. We are very capable of suppressing large groups of enemy forces, compounds, FOBs, convoys. We can disable BTRs by shooting out their tires, taking the turrets out, that kind of stuff. What else do? We specialize in static weaponry gunnery. A lot of the time when you see a lot of fire coming out from the turrets in the Mark 19, the M2 there, that's usually us. We're very keen on demolitions as well, but we usually leave that up to you guys, considering we have enough to carry as it is. And on that note, I'm just going to talk briefly on when we do movement for some of the new guys here. We'll generally be in the middle of the platoon, mainly because we're a smaller squad and we have a lot more to protect, so we can protect you guys in the long run. Because at the end of the day, that's our job, is to protect you guys, suppress the enemy for you guys. We are your supporting asset, but at the same time, we are very slow, because we carry up to pretty much 99.98 pounds is the machine gunner kit I used to carry. So we are very slow in getting to our SBFs, but once we do get there, generally speaking, you guys know the drill when it comes to assault, support, security. We'll be able to support you directly at the platoon level. You guys know what that is at the squad level, but if you broaden your perspectives platoon level, it'll usually generally always be us. We kick ass, take names. What else do we do? Yes. Some things for working with us as well. In deployment, in the rare event, well, not rare event considering it's happened quite a bit, that we all get hit by IDF or we all get killed at some point, and there's only 1 or 2 of us. Those of you who are 0331 qualified, I know there's quite a few of you, or not, comparative to who is alive, be prepared, because we will come out of nowhere and grab one of you, and we'll give you the 240. We practice many fundamentals, which I won't get into here. If you want to learn more about that kind of stuff and how we employ our guns, how we use them, I really recommend you coming out to an 0331 MOS training. You can learn a lot. But besides that, we like to work directly beside you guys. We'll kick you guys off of certain spots, overlooking certain objectives in the nicest way possible, just because at the end of the day, if rather than having 1 rifle there, having 1 240 will always be more beneficial. You can put more rounds down range. That being said, though, 1,000 meters it is generally hard to hit the target for us. We won't open up on like 1 or 2 guys at that kind of range, but that'll be down to you guys if at all you're going to shoot from 1,000 out. Just because our weapons aren't very accurate. We can suppress the fuck out of them, but that's going to be on you guys. DMR, I know there's a few of you that run DMR sometimes, so that'll be on you guys. But working with us, generally speaking, anything below that we can kill very effectively. Anything beyond that, we can suppress. We will be suppressing very effectively, but don't leave that to us. But anyways, this has been my TED Talk for the past 5 minutes. I hope you guys learned a little bit of how we operate with you. If you guys haven't already learned from your time being here, there's a lot of lance corporals, a lot of corporals, a lot of sergeants. So in saying that, appreciate you for taking the time. Harry, thank you for letting me do on the spiel here. And that's all I got.
Thank you very much, Sergeant Frias. All right, gentlemen, today's training is going to be focused on mounted urban attack while we are utilizing the vehicles behind us. Those of you who are new, very generally, if we are rolling into a town, we're going to be rolling with the MRAPs behind us, either the 4-wheeler or the 6-wheeled battle buses. I'm going to read something from Mounted Urban Warfare. This is from the Marine Training Guide. Throughout history, military planners have viewed cities as centers of gravity. As such, in war, cities are something to be either protected or taken away, depending upon one's perspective. Cities house the population centers, transportation hubs, seats of government, sources of wealth, centers for industry, information networks, and key nodes of communications within a nation. Recent forecasts based on population statistics and worldwide migration trend from agrarian to industrialized societies predict that 85% of the world's population will reside in urbanized areas by the year 2025. As the world trend toward urbanization increases, the military significance of cities is likely to increase proportionally. Urbanized areas themselves may be significantly sources of future conflict. Cities historically are where radical ideas ferment, dissenters find allies, mixtures of people cause ethnic friction, and discontented groups receive media attention. Adversaries may focus on the capture of radio and television stations and attempt to influence public opinion and attain their political goals. Our political leaders may take advantage to neutralize or stabilize some extremely volatile political situations or to provide assistance to allies in need of support by deploying U.S. forces into urbanized environments. I can tell you this, current operation, we are definitely going to be kicking in doors, hopefully soon, and taking the fight back to the enemy. I was with you guys for the first 2 operations where we successfully destroyed those, I believe it was artillery batteries in an urbanized environment. Along with the second one where we had attempted to basically kick in the door to another urban environment where they unfortunately got the better of us, but we prevailed fighting all the way through. Today is really and truly a way for us to kind of perfect utilizing the vehicles. So what I'm going to ask is I'm going to ask all of you gentlemen to go ahead and move to the vehicles to the front. 3-1, you will have the first 2 vehicles. 3-2, you will have the second 2 the second set of 2 vehicles, and 4-1, you guys will have the final set of vehicles. Please go ahead and set your vehicle radios to 5-7. I will be acting as the convoy commander during this training. 3-1, fall out.
First 2 vehicles, 3-1, Alpha in front, Charlie in rear.
Raj.
Stroke, did you just fucking...
Sorry, copies.
3-2, fall out.
No. It's over.
3-2.
Alright, Wayne, you're driving. Wayne, you're
on the gun.
Check mag and your plug before you get in the vehicle.
Alright, I'll get the front one.
I think you're about to roll.
Oh, are you muted?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna ride up front, Payne.
Alright, Alpha, first vehicle.
Say again?
Charlie, second vehicle.
He's riding up
He's
front.
gonna ride in the front. Copy.
You got room up here, folks?
Right, yeah, Harley, you got the
We got,
Yeah,
yeah,
we got
be
one.
in the back.
Oh, I'm taking
Yep.
Yeah, who's the heck's the gunner? Toronto, get on the gun. Leonard?
Nope.
Alright.
Bam.
Don't worry about comms.
Nope.
I'll be handling the radio.
Win. Just focus on driving, calling out shit on the road. Same with you, Wayne.
Affirm.
Can I say that again?
Focal, do you want me up front?
Just focus on
No,
the
it's
road
full.
and focus on everything that's gonna be a threat to us.
Okay.
Since you're second Vic, you kinda have the liberty of picking which side you want to watch. Generally, you're gonna want to watch the
3-1 and 1-3.
side, whichever
3-1's all
is more
loaded
open
already.
or more likely for us to take contact from.
Alpha Charlie, go ahead and sign in on 5-7 when ready. Let the platoon commander know.
This is Vic 2 checking in on 5-7.
Oh, fuck, dude. I
But that's
actually
okay.
fed.
You want to be sticking to one side, right? Not just getting back and forth, because then the rest of the convoy has to adjust as well.
Yep.
I accidentally
Wayne, did you hear that?
fed my bird and onion. I'm like freaking out.
Wayne, did you hear that?
No, good. Wasn't clear.
Stick to one side and everybody else is gonna be alternating from you, so if you just watch the right side, everybody else will be watching left, and then the next will watch right, and so on.
Copy. I'll take the right.
Five kph. When you know how to set your speed limiter, right?
Negative.
Press delete and the control scroll wheel up. Alright, get a good about, since we're on the MSR, let's get about 100 meters spacing. It's state, we'll get it for now.
So we could riding right in grass.
Let him know, Tage. Let them back the fuck up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what 3
Yep, go straight, just go straight. Don't. Yeah, well, they fucked up.
This one.
They're not supposed to do that. They're not supposed to matter requesting convoy dispersion.
Cut out everything down there, though.
Just asking for a spacing.
Requesting spacing between vehicles. What's the dispersion going to be looking like? Alright, discard. Off dismount.
Sierra's gonna roll with Alpha in the soft dismount.
Yep, Platoon just stay in Charlie's Vic for now. If somebody gets wounded and needs a stitch, you can jump in Charlie's Vic.
Second Vic, make sure you're covering that big opening on the right.
Hey, cover that big opening on the right.
What the fucking lag is about?
Okay, Vic 1, make sure you're keeping an eye out for any IEDs and garbage on this side of the road. Copy.
So people just kick me out.
Yeah, I saw you fly at the top. I thought this was nice.
Yeah, it's just trying to switch seats.
And you get chipped and the staff is the other side of the so cheap. The launch code staff.
Here,
Okay. I thought this was like, oh, alright.
There. Well, it's not like it's like a plane.
No, not
it's just the worst for like
I told you.
So
It's like
I told you that. You asked and I said so. The Greeks modeled the metric.
3-1, whoever is dismounted from the VIX, make sure you get spacing when possible away from the VIX. Vic 1 turning right.
Must have like Russian traffic laws. Halt.
Oh, rebounding.
Rebound. Not back up.
Alpha Charlie, call it up on convoy net when you get it loaded up.
You're gonna have to pop a UE. Right, no, just let him, give him, no. Stop here, hold. Wait for them to come past us and you can just immediately
One rolling
turn
out.
left.
Vic 1 rolling out.
Right, turn left now. Alright, 25 kph. Good win, keep win. 25 kph, keep some good spacing.
don't be afraid to vocalize anything hard, guys. Just like, you know, somebody's telling you something or somebody's saying something. Don't be afraid to say, okay, I got it. Copy.
Alright, close up the spacing a little bit.
3-1, who's missing a man in the rear bank? Actual, that's going to be Lance Corporal Pahe. He just loaded in late, tardy. Roger.
Speed it up to 5.5.
Stick keeps going on, but people being tardy. Literally, you're not supposed to say that again.
What's the word?
Tardy, man.
Alright, this is good spacing. Maintain this.
Stage, once we get back to base and we dismount, go ahead and get Pahe loaded up with you.
Roger. Oh, we just passed it. Right in the middle. There you go. So just follow him and just keep staying behind him as he's turning. You're gonna have to make it a lot wider, bud. Come on, make it wider. You got 6.6. You got it. You're good. You're good. I was talking to the first thing. Yeah. Keep it wide. Keep it wide. Watch out for the rock wall. Yeah, keep it wide.
Fuck are we doing?
Confirm, Pahe, we're on.
Outboard. Wait, gun no. Gun out. That means to the left, outside of the circle. Outboard is outside of the circle, Wayne. Wayne, face your gun to the left. There you go. Stop this.
Stop dismount. Get on the inside of it. Full security.
I'm on your front right tire. P wins from you.
That one. Step forward.
Okay, big stage is there.
Pahe's back on us.
Yep, I'm watching southeast.
Alpha Charlie, make sure you guys got spacing. Use walls and rocks around you to hard cover the spread.
Back up, cover to the southeast, roger. Hey, Pete Win, stand by. Let me get these. Wayne, or Pahe, get out of the way.
Hey, cut the engine, cut the engine.
He went. Go ahead and cut southeast or direct east, so back up until you're closer to the rock wall and cover southeast.
Done.
Alpha Charlie, engines off, bring it to the middle.
Cut your engine, cut your engine. Turn it off. There you go.
Alright guys, school circle it up. School circle it up. Alright.
Full dismount, get on the...
Dismount. Come on in.
Full dismount, full dismount. Bring it into the center.
Alright.
You're doing so good.
First off, that was extremely well conducted.
I have so many things going on right now.
But don't worry. Keep eating your noodles.
Lock it up. Mr. Ortiz, would you like to say anything you need to say?
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry,
Thank you. Alright, first off, that was extremely well conducted. You guys were quick to respond on the radio. Moving through Telos with absolutely no markers was extremely well done. It was pretty easy. It was supposed to be. It was supposed to just kind of be a walkthrough. Now, here's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be putting some delineation of movements through there, okay? So we're going to do this once again. We got about 10 more minutes, and then we're going to be moving to our walk section. So we're going to do this. We're going to have 413 set up a blocking position here when we move through. We don't want anybody shooting us in the ass as we get through here. 3-1, you're going to be on the northern sector. I want you clearing that northern sector. So 3-1 to the north. 3-2 to the south. This is a little bit bigger area, so you might not be able to move as quickly. If you see anything, I want you to enter those buildings, but I don't want anything basically hitting our vehicles. I will be sending a few things at you. They will not try to shoot you. They will try to mess with the vehicles. The direction the vehicles will be moving is the exact same way they came through the first time. So I want 3-2 covering the northern approach, 3-2 covering the south. And then we're going to be taking this left here, and then we'll be mounting up once we're outside the town. We want to make sure that we have that blocking position here because we don't want anybody coming up, basically from our west or from our north and from our east. 4-1, that's the best job that you guys can do. You'll generally have the Mark 19. You also have a lot of heavy weapons. Does anybody have any questions?
4-1 does.
Send it.
Okay, do you want us to set up a blocking position, or do you want us to move down the road with you?
No, I want you to set up a blocking position. I want you 1 Vic to the north, so Vic 1 here.
All right.
Then Vic 2 there. When I call you, you'll basically mount back up and rejoin the convoy. 3-1 Victors will be moving down here along with 3-2 Victors. Make sure you guys stay close enough to support the vehicles. Sergeant Matusik.
So it is the intent we are walking down this ASR. We're not going and moving through the buildings unless we see something. Is that correct?
Unless you see something, yes, then I want you to investigate. Dispatch a fire team to move down into the buildings. Anything further to the south, there won't be anything down here. It'll basically be in these areas here that I'm marking with a dot.
Copy.
Sergeant Payne.
We're going to be live fire for this if we see anything?
This is not a live fire. This is all soft fire. Nothing will be shooting at you. Okay, but you will probably have a civilian run at you and ask you something, and then you need to tell that civilian in a firm manner to get the hell out of the way.
Copy.
Nothing messes with those Vics. I think Astro, you had a question?
Yeah, you just answered it with your mention of civilians and how we engage them.
Roger that, Corporal Grave.
All right, you confused me a bit once you put the Vic. The Vics are going to be moving through the town with us, correct?
Yes, 3-1 Vics and 3-2 Vics will be moving through the town. 4-1 will be protecting our rear with the blocking position to make sure nothing screws with you guys.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You guys remember what vehicles you had?
Sure. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and mount back. You guys have 20 seconds. Go.
All right, Alpha, get in. Quick.
Come on,
Same
Charlie.
sequence before.
Go ahead and just man both bigs so that Alpha can retain fire team integrity.
3-2 call up when you're mounting.